MajorCommand.com. Seriously kick-ass strategy gaming. Hey guys, so just wanted to go over this latest map that we're releasing here this evening. It's called NUKES, and it's very innovative. It's a great two-player map, but you can certainly play on it with more players. It was designed and the graphics are all by Widowmakers. The gameplay is by myself and Incondenza, and a few other people were involved as well, so it's a bit of a team effort. But it's a really great map, and you definitely want to read this brief tab right here because it'll tell you how it works. But I'm just gonna go over an overview of how it works. So basically there's two countries. We have the United States and the USSR, and you're gonna start, let's see, here I'm green, and you can see that I'm mostly in the United States, but there's some of me in the USSR, and Shepard looks like he's mostly basically the reverse. So, you know, what I'm going to want to do here is try to get him out of the United States, and he's going to try and get me out of Russia. But once that happens, there's only one way to attack across countries, and that is to build up your nuclear missile, get it to launch, and then launch it. And then when you do, it says right here, you're going to get 50 armies to rain down fire and brimstone from the heavens upon your opponent. But, you know, building your arsenal, building the warhead, and launching it is not that simple. There are a few things involved. If you read the brief, it says right here, in order to launch your nuke, you need the president or the premier, the target acquisition, and the entire missile. So the president for the United States is here in Washington, and the premier for Russia is here in Moscow. So you're going to need to hold this region as well as target acquisition, which is on the other side of the country here, and then you're going to need to hold the entire nuke and then get to the launch button in order for that to happen. Let's see. So there's lots of neutrals here. I'm just going to change the neutral to neutral. So there's lots of neutrals to go through, and you're just going to start with a handful. So I'm going to deploy 3 troops. The first thing I want to do for sure is to get Shepard out of the United States. That way I can build my forces without him being much of a nuisance. So I'm going to take my troops here and deploy them in New York. And then I just want to see if I can take out DC here. You know, another cool thing is there's lots of really cool animation that we've done over all these various things. So just a little something extra for you. So I'm going to go from New York to DC. I'm going to blitz, and I've done it. Great. So, you know, I'm starting to take Shepard out of here, but there's, you know, these are non-standard bonuses, and the way you get bonuses is, if we go back to the brief, if I hold the president, that's 2 troops. If I hold nuclear fuel enrichment, that's 1 troop. Research center is 1 troop, and those are like, here's a research center, here's one, here's nuclear enrichment. So you want to hold those, and you'll get 1 extra troop for each one you hold per round. Also, the president and premier are quite important, so you're going to want to keep those fortified. Now, once he's out of the United States, then I'm just going to start to build up here. These right here, they're bunkers. They're pretty important. You get 2 there, but you don't get them to deploy. They're automatically deployed there. So, you know, if you hold these in time, they'll just sort of build up, and then you can move those people around as well. Now, once you're each on each other's sides, then you're going to want to build up your missile, and you want to do that from the silos right here. So this silo right here connects to my missile, which is right here, and I'll start taking these away and building it up and get to the top, and then I'll get to when I'm ready to fire. But I can only fire when I have the president, the acquisition, and the full missile. Now, if I'm starting to get up to that, then Shepard could do a few things. Like there are these spies right here, KGB over here, and the GRU. And these spies are able to attack several things. Let's check the brief. Spy agencies can bombard scientists, acquisition, and the president. So if it looks like I'm going to rain down nukes on him, what he can do is use his spy to disable my president. He can't take it over, but he can bombard it, which means it reverts it to neutral. And then I'm no longer able to launch my nukes. Or he can do the same to the target acquisition as well. So that's just an easy way to, do a last-ditch defense, as well as, reduce the effectiveness of having the president and acquisition, which are valuable things to have. So you're going to want to keep some troops on your spies, and you can also, bombard the scientists as well to try and reduce the amount of troops he gets each turn. So, there's a lot of strategy involved. There's a lot of things in play that you're going to want to keep your eye on, and it's a great way. Like if it's quite easy for one person to get ahead, and then you can start bombarding them, and then they sort of slow down, and then this is why it's a great two-player map. It certainly works well on more players, but you just sort of got to figure out who's going to be the dominant here and who's going to be the dominant here. It usually always gets down to 2 players. So it is a fun and challenging strategic map. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you get to rain down some serious nukage on people. Thanks. MajCom.